Today I'm making coffee and teacup pendants inspired by last week's live stream making wire teapots. You are going to need 20 gauge wire, some large round pliers, your other tools, and I have the template linked below. So we're going to start with 10 to 12 inches of 20 gauge wire, and we are going to form the face. So I'm just bending it back and forth to form sort of a silhouette type face. Like I said, the templates will be linked up in the description below the video, and we're just going to use our small round nose pliers to curve it around. These are the small stainless steel pliers. All my tools are linked up in the description of my videos. So now we're going to bend the wire to the back. We're forming the lips, and then we're going to get the round pliers again, bring the wire up, try to center it the best you can, and then bring the wire down for the top of the lips. So now we're going to get our tweezer nose pliers to hold it and bend the wires straight back. These Zeron tweezer nose pliers are great for getting in little nooks and crannies. And then we'll get our round nose pliers again to curve it around. We're just doing the nose now. So we're bringing it around. We're making it very stylized. Curve it up with your thumb. And there's the beginning part of the face. Just straighten it out as you need. And now we're going to form the eye. So hold it with the round pliers and curve it around with your finger. I like to do most of the holding with the pliers and then the bending with my fingers so I don't scratch up the wire. We're just doing the pupil of the eye, bending it up a little bit to give it a little bit of expression. Get in there with the tweezer nose pliers, bend it to the back, and then the round nose pliers again, curve it around. So there's your eye. Just wiggle it until it's the right position. And then we're going to curve it around for the eyebrow. So that's our basic shape that we want for the face. You can stylize it any way that you like, and then we're going to bend it straight up. So after that, we're going to need to make the cup. This could be a coffee cup or a teacup. And we're going to take 18 gauge wire to make it a little bit thicker, a little more solid. So we're going to measure across to keep it a little bit consistent, and then just put it back on there. Measure out a little, about a 1/4 inch beyond the edge there. So push it across. So now we just have a very simple saucer. Bend it straight up and curve it a little bit. So that's our basic shape. And then we want to measure to make sure the face is going to fit. Hold it with your thumb and your finger, and then get your flat pliers to bend it across and give it a good little push against the pliers so it's a nice sharp angle. Same on the other side. Hold it with the pliers, push it down, and then straight out. That will form the handle. And now we want to measure it and start the bend with our pliers just so it won't get distorted. Give it a good little tug and then clip it flush. And from there, get our flat pliers again and pinch that in so it's going to stay in place and there won't be any little pokey ends. So now we're going to bend that wire up, and after that we're going to get our 6-step looping pliers. These are the beadle-on looping pliers. We're going to curve it around and then bring it around the bottom of the handle. I'm going to use the end of a pen to make a spiral. This is my preferred way of making spirals on a cone, and then clip the end flush and pinch it down with our flat pliers. So this is a nice way to get a very even spiral. And now we have to attach the face So bend it at the bottom, just below the lips, place it in the cup, hold it firmly with your thumb and your finger, bend the end of the wire through, and give it a good little tug and bend it around the saucer a couple of times. You really want that to sit firmly in place. Get the pliers to thread it through if you're having trouble grasping the wire. Good little tug there. Pinch it in. And then we're going to clip that end with the flush cutters. And from there you could pinch it in a little more so it stays centered. Now hold it at the top and we're going to wind the wire towards the center. So we want to make sure the top wire is right in the middle there so it'll hang nice and even. Give it a good little pinch to hold it in place. And we're just going to adjust it as we need and then hold it and push the wire straight up. Now we need to form the steam, so bend it over at an angle, get your looping pliers again, and we're going to form sort of a little back and forth with the steam. So you can use the different sizes on the looping pliers, wiggle it around so they're nicely centered. Just go smaller and smaller as you go up. Bring it around. And then go to the smallest size on the looping pliers to make the loop at the top so we can hang it on a pendant. You can make them a little smaller for earrings if you want as well. Give it a clip with the flush cutters and pinch it so it's flat. Just do any little last minute adjustments that you need to do. Pushing it in with the flat pliers, and there's your cup with the face. So now I'm going to, again with the 10 to 12 inches of 20 gauge wire, we are going to form another face, slightly different than the first one. Like I said, the templates are in the description of the video, and you can use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% when you buy 5 or more templates in my Etsy DIY shop. I have lots of designs available for wire art and jewelry. So now we're just going to form the face, sort of a half mouth shape. Now we're going to bend this to the back at the nose there. Get our round pliers, bring it around. And then we're going to bring it straight up and curve it around. So there's the nose, and now we need to do the eye. So take the round pliers again, bend it over, curve it with your finger, and then over to the other side. For this one, we're going to make eyelashes. So it's more like a closed eye. So get the Xeron tweezer nose pliers or any flat pliers that you have, bend the wire to the back, and then with the round pliers, we are going to bring it around for the next eyelash. So curve it around and bend it to the back. And then sort of back and forth to form the lashes. I'm just using the round nose pliers for this. You could also bend the wire back with the flat nose pliers. So we're just keep going until we have enough eyelashes, adjusting it so they're nicely positioned. Sometimes it takes a little bit of wiggling. So you can just go back and forth. And then we're going to bend the wire around and up. So there's our simplified face. And then this cup I decided to do with 20 gauge wire. You could use 20 or 18 gauge. Whatever you have is great. Now for this one I did it a little bit different. I'm doing a loop at the center bottom, and that way it's going to hold the face wire in place. It'll stay centered really well. So we had a loop, and then we're going to bring this around and then bend the wire across at the top of the cup. And then at the center top of the cup, we're going to make a little loop to make it nicely centered. Bring it around. The loop doesn't have to be very big, just big enough to fit the 20 gauge wire in. And then flat pliers, we're going to bend it down. And this is the wire we're going to form the handle with, so bring it straight out. And then again, we're going to help this wire with the round pliers so it doesn't get distorted when we twist it around. Give it a good little tug and clip that end. Remove the end, pinch it in with the flat pliers so there's no pokey end, and bend it up. And then with the looping pliers, we're going to bring it around to form the handle and then bring it out. Again, we can do a spiral for the handle, so bring it around a few times and then clip that end flush. Pinch in the end, push it down for the spiral, wiggle it around so it goes down flat. Adjust it as you need. Make sure the face is going to fit in there. And then take the wire below the lip and bend it back. Now you could just string it through that little loop. Bend the wire up and to the back. And then all we have to do is clip it flush. You don't have to wind it around. We're just going to pinch it in so it's not pokey. And then same at the top, just bend the wire straight back. Bring it over and thread it through that hole. And that way it'll stay nicely centered. Flip it around and then just take the wire, do one turn around to bring it to the top. And then hold it and bend it straight up. It's our beginning point. Adjust it as you need. Bend the wire over on an angle. Get our looping pliers and bring it around. Decide what size you want. You could go a little smaller. And then back and forth as we did in the first one. So just keep going back and forth. And then at the top I decided to do a spiral, so we're just going to bring it around on the pen, clip the end flush, pinch it down, flatten it out a little bit, and push it right down. And there we have our second cup with the face. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.